Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout that I got done at the crop, and as you can tell with the title of this, I got 42 layouts done. Now I had several people that guessed correctly, so what I did was I put all their names in a pot and then I drew the names. So I'll be giving you the winners of the giveaway shortly. I just want to talk a little bit about the layout. Now, as you know, I had numbered all my page kits from 1 to 47. I did end up bringing one extra page kit because I had one that I had done for my craft room, and I thought I'll just bring it along because once I come back, I'll have lots of layouts for YouTube. So if I can get that extra one done, that'll be great. I only ended up getting 42 done, as you know, you can tell by the title of this layout, but that is a lot. That is my all-time, I blew my record away. I think the most I had ever done was like 27 or maybe 28. So this weekend went really well. A big reason for that was how prepared I was. Yes, my page kits were together like I normally do, but I did spend extra time working on my titles and also working on my journaling. And even the day before I went, I took 10 page kits and I cut apart all my die cuts, which next time, and I'm hoping that's going to be in January, but next time I'm going to make sure that that is definitely part of the process, because on the first night that I was there, I got 14 pages done, and 10 of those, the die cuts were cut apart. The next day, which I worked the most hours of all the weekend, because I started at 8 in the morning and I stopped, I think it was like 9:30 at night, so like 13 and a half hours, I got 17 layouts done. And then I kind of stopped, I guess I stopped at 8:30, and then 8:30 to 9:30, I took time and I cut again some more page kits where I cut apart the die cuts so that I could start the next day kind of, running. And that worked. I think I got 4 page kits ready. And the next morning, I had 31 pages done at the end of Saturday night. And the next day, I did 11 more, which then ended up being 42. And Sunday, I started at 8 and went till 12:30. So I only had 4.5 hours and I got 11 layouts done. So that is definitely something that I'm going to keep in the making of my page kits. I did like that I added some sketches. I didn't really do the challenges, so I think I'm going to not do those in the future. I really liked, though, the sketches, and a lot of times I didn't even use the sketch. I kind of looked at it and then I would look at my page kit, and my page kit kind of spoke to me, if you will, and I went with that. But there is a few layouts that I did use the sketches for sure. One thing that I'm going to keep consistent to is making sure that I take scraps, or I make my page kits with scraps, because a lot of times the reason that the layout went in the direction that it did is because of the scraps. Like, for example, this page, I had a 6-inch by 12-inch pattern paper, the one that looks like gingham. I ended up using that in that size. And then the pattern paper with the flowers, that's about a 9x9. I used that in that size. And then I put 2 photos that are 4x4. I ended up using some grid paper underneath from our collection. And then I always, well, I shouldn't say always, a lot of times I will go to where my cluster, like my first cluster that I do, I usually end up putting it where my journaling card is. And it's a good place to kind of get started, because it kind of gives you a foundation, and then you kind of go, I could have went to the left or the right, but once I decide on a side, then I go opposite of that and do another embellishment cluster. And where I was planning on putting the title where I have it, that was the main reason why I didn't put the cluster on the left side of the journaling block. And then because of that, I went to the left side of the photo at the top left and started another embellishment cluster. And then, to kind of finish off my triangle, I'm going to be looking at next to the title. But I'm not sure if that's what I want to do yet. So usually what I do is right away I start gluing what I know I want to do, and I start gluing everything down. Now, I think that when you're working on some embellishment clusters, if you have a good foundation, it is much easier to get your embellishment clusters done. And what I love using for foundations are anything circles. So like these circles that I have here, or I have our viewfinders. And then I use labels. You can also use like rectangles and tags. And I try to vary the size. I don't make it so it's all circles or it's all rectangles. I try to vary the size, and it really makes it so that it's more interesting to the eye when you look at all the embellishments. We started adding more and more digital prints, what I would call the finishers. So in this case, there are flowers. We have 5 different flowers, and they come in all our colors. And I don't mind cutting them out. They're fairly easy. I always tell them the inside of the embellishment, do whatever you want, but on the outside, make sure that you make it so that we can easily cut them out. But we have flowers, we have owls, we have birds, we have butterflies, and, more to come soon. And I, between the pages, I just always try to alternate so that I'm using different embellishments. So now let's talk about these winners. So like I said, there was 8 or 9, I can't remember. And so I decided to choose 2 winners. And the first winner is Patricia Largent. So what I want you guys to do, the winners, I want you to contact me. My email address is in my About page on YouTube. Or you can go to my website, NicoleJones91.com, and you can find my email address there too. But I want you to email me 10 digital prints that you would like, and how you will do that is you will give me the SKU number, so the number that is with the digital print, and then the description of it, and then it makes it much easier for me to know which one you want, because we have over 1,000 different digital prints. And the second winner is Holly Angel, and she just gave me an idea for another layout, because her answer was 42. She says, it is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And that is a quote from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I thought, now I have a title for a layout that I do about my crop that I went to the last time, because that is how many layouts I ended up doing. So I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you, Holly, for giving me an idea for my next layout. So ladies, Patricia and Holly, please send me an email with the 10 digital prints that you would like, and I will send those off to you. One last thing while I finish off this layout is the previous 2 layouts. I forgot to tell you how long each of the layouts took, so I will do that now. So layout number 1 took me 32 minutes. Layout number 2 took me 22 minutes. And layout number 3 took me 20 minutes. And this is also where I realized that, I forgot to do my journaling on the first 2 layouts. So I go ahead and do the journaling, because remember, I think for 33 of them, I had done the journaling and the titling for each of the pages, which that was a huge help, but I didn't do all 47. So next time, my goal is to, again, make 50 page kits, but this time I'm going to make sure that I have time to do the journaling and do the titling and also cut all digital files. So I will be starting with those sometime this week. But that's it. That's going to complete this layout. So don't forget, Patricia and Holly, send me an email for the digital prints that you would like. And I want to thank everybody for participating. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.